hire you? Now, this is the most common question that you hear in any interview, but yet it's very difficult to answer for most of us. So, hi everyone, my name is Rohit Jha, and before I start, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon button so that you'll be notified in future whenever we'll upload new videos. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to handle this question. Now, in this video, especially, I'll talk about for people who have more than 3 years of experience in the industry, and I'll come up with a separate video for freshers as well, and people who have a little experience in between 0 to 2 years. So, 3 things I'm going to talk about in this video. Number 1, why companies ask this question. Number 2 is what all things you should consider while crafting your answer. And number 3 is how actually you should craft your answer. So let's begin. The first one, why actually do you think companies ask this question? So I think the only reason the companies ask this question is to see what's the value that you are going to bring in to the table or to the new firm. Now value could be, as per the job description, they are looking for someone what you have done in the similar domain and something extra which you can bring in from the new firm. And that we'll see during this video how we can actually craft this value. So the number 2 is what all things you should consider before crafting your answer. When I say value, which I have specifically mentioned in the part 1, so I've segregated value in 5 particular areas because you can deliver value to anyone in different ways, and everyone has got his own strengths and weaknesses and own accomplishments. So let's talk about the first area where actually you can bring the value is your industry experience. Now, for example, you have an experience of automotive industry for more than 10 years, and definitely this is a very good selling point. You can talk about your accomplishments from this particular domain or this particular parameter. Now, number 2 could be your domain experience. Now, when I say the domain experience, you could be an operations expert in that industry, you could be a marketing guy or a sales guy, or maybe in the IT domain. That's your domain experience you can talk about if you have substantial stuff to talk. Third and most important is your personality and leadership. Now, this area, many companies actually are looking for value. If you have a good leadership experience, then definitely that's a very good discussion you can have during the interviews. Now, fourth one is your competency and certifications. Now, for example, you are applying for a project management role and you already have earned a PMP certification or a Prince 2 certification. Then that's definitely a value add. You can always highlight that during your interview. Now, last but not the least is the cultural fit, and that's these days most of the companies are actually looking for a good cultural fit. Now, let me give you an example for this. For example, in the new organization where you are going, they actually drive innovation, and you are coming from a very similar background where you have done this in the past, you have executed that, so definitely it will be a good fit for both of you, and you can highlight this during your interview. Now, these are just the parameters which I have talked about, all these 5 parameters. You can use these 5 parameters and craft your answer, and based on see where you can actually give the most value based on your background. Now, third question, that's the most relevant one, is how you should craft this answer. Now, again, this is a 3-step process, but a very basic process. So, step 1 is do your own analysis, craft your own accomplishments, and I've already discussed this in my previous video, so you can go and check that, how to craft your accomplishments in a specific format. It will be easy for you to write it down. Now, if you have done this exercise for yourself, now it's time to do it for the organization. Now, go through the job description carefully, do a very good research on the company's products and services, company's culture. You can connect with people through LinkedIn or through your references, talk to them, talk to them about the company's culture or decision making and some other stuff as well. So that's a very good information to have. If you have done your step 1 and step 2 thoroughly, then step 3 will be very easy for you. When I say very easy, you just need to do the mapping in step 1 and step 2, where you just need to see whatever you have done, and that's also required for the new role. So you can always highlight your accomplishments. For example, you have executed a lot of automation projects in your previous organization, and that's also required for the new firm. So you can always highlight that during the interview process. This is what you have done. Now, something which is not mentioned in the JD, but you have done. Now, for example, you ran a very big training and development program for your previous organization. Now, you can always highlight this as an added bonus that you can also bring in this value or this accomplishment to the new firm. So, it's a combination of both. So this is about how you craft your answer. You can also follow our blog for more detailed answers where we have given some sample answers as well for you. So that's it from my side, and thank you so much for listening to me. Do like, comment or share so that we can also improve and we can also address as many questions as you want. So stay tuned for our next video. Take care and bye bye.